Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are all fine. Welcome to the practical course of Biomedical Control System. Here's your lab instructor Nashita Alwaz.
Lab outline consists of 5 portions: lab objective, equipment needed for the experimentation, theoretical background of the experiment, lab performance part and conclusion.
Title of our today's experiment is to obtain the root locus of the system using MATLAB software. Equipment needed for the experimentation is MATLAB software installed on your personal computer.
Firstly, we have to look at the theoretical background of this experiment. Root locus technique is an important technique for the analysis and design of a control system. Root locus of a feedback system is the graphical representation in the complex S-plane of the possible location of its closed loop poles for varying values of certain system parameter like K. Root locus technique in control system was first introduced in the year 1948 by Evans. Root locus technique gives an idea about the absolute stability and to some extent the relative stability of a control system. It can also be used to describe quantitatively the performance of a system as various parameters are changed. It gives graphical representation of a system transient response and also the stability of the system. What the root locus method is and how to use this method to aid the control system design and analysis. Suppose you have a system that made up of multiple known parameters and one unknown parameter or varying parameter K. And since you don't know that one parameter, you can't whether the system is stable or unstable. It meets your design criteria or not. So if your system can be described by this transfer function, as we can see in the journal, in the slide, basically the journal transfer function, so you can see that there is one unknown parameter or coefficient K, and you should be able to see that by changing that parameter you are going to be changing the location of poles of the system. Remember that poles of the system are values of S that cause the transfer function to be divided by 0 or to be blow up to infinity. So that if I put the transfer function in the transfer function of the system K equals to 0, this collapses to TS, means the characteristic equation of the system denominator of the system equals to 0. Since the roots of denominator are the poles of G of S, those are the closed loop poles for K equals to 0. When K equals to infinity, then we have basically roots of numerator which are the zeros of G of S. You can see that in the characteristic equation we have 1 plus K G of S equals to 0. Value of K does in fact move the root of the polynomial. What value of K should we choose to meet the required system performance, that is having poles in the correct location basically in the S-plane. This is basically the designing of the system. What is the effect of the variation of K on the poles of the system? That is how sensitive is the system to a value of K that is slightly of what you have predicted. This is the effect of variation of unknown parameter on the stability of a system. Root locus can be drawn using the open loop information of the system without computing the closed loop poles. Suppose we have a system in which K is the unknown variable. So we can check how K affects the stability and transient response of the system. So here we have the pole 0 plot of the system transfer function for K equals to 10 at the left and K equals to 200 at the right. We can say that by changing the gain value, our system move towards the instability. So as we set the value of k higher, so our system moves towards the instability. So the evaluating of the value of k gain is very important for analyzing the stability of the system, for analyzing the transient response of the system. Here we have one question, as we have already studied about the Routh-Hurwitz criterion. Then why would we use root locus instead of Routh-Hurwitz? A short and simple answer is Routh-Hurwitz criterion is used to determine stability of a system and the gain for which the system will become unstable. On the other hand, root locus is quite literally the path followed by the poles and zeros of a system. Root locus is superior to Routh-Hurwitz criteria in the way that it provides a complete mapping of poles and zeros as a function of gain of the system. From looking at root locus plot, you can judge the system response at various gains, the stability margins, the initial frequency and damping frequency of the system, and more. Root locus is also used to design controllers of every system. Steps we have to follow for the implementation of root locus are: Step 1. Determine all the open loop O's and zeros of open loop transfer function. Step 2. Defining the starting and ending point of the root locus. Step 3. Find out number of branches of root locus. Step 4. Determine the direction of branches. Step 5. Find out the breakaway point. Step 6. Find out the high root loci branches for higher values of k. Step 7. Determine the point where the root locus branches intersects the imaginary axis. Step 8. Determine the angle of departure and arrival in case of complex poles. Step 9. Determine the values of k in root locus.
Here you can see the root locus of the system, in which you can observe the branches, poles, zeros, asymptotes and the ending and starting points of the branches of the root locus.
So here we have the advantages of root locus. Root locus technique in control system is easy to implement as compared to the other methods for analyzing the stability of the network. With the help of root locus, we can easily predict the performance of the whole system. Root locus provides the better way to indicate the parameters in the network.
अब है रूट लोकस पर, ठीक है। रूट लोकस का ग्राफ जो है हम किस तरह से मैटलैब सॉफ्टवेयर को यूज़ करते हुए ले सकते हैं वो अभी हम देखते हैं। सबसे पहले हम लिखेंगे CLC, ठीक है, क्लियर ऑल, क्लोज ऑल। देन हम डिफाइन करेंगे वो सिस्टम जिसका हमने रूट लोकस देखना है, ठीक है। सिस्टम को हम डिफाइन कर सकते हैं यूजिंग कमांड ट्रांसफर फंक्शन। तो मैं लिखूँगी सिस्टम विच इज़ इक्वल्स टू TF, ठीक है, TF स्मॉल ब्रैकेट स्टार्ट एंड देन स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट। इसके अंदर मैं क्या लिखूँगी? सबसे पहले न्यूमरेटर। न्यूमरेटर मेरे पास क्या है? 2, 5, 1, ओके। देन स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट क्लोज, मतलब ये मैंने न्यूमरेटर डिफाइन कर दिया। अब आगे मैं डिनोमिनेटर बताती हूँ। डिनोमिनेटर मेरा क्या है? 1, 2, 3। देन मैंने स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट को क्लोज किया, राउंड ब्रैकेट लगाई, देन मैंने सेमीकोलन लगाया। ये मेरा आ गया सिस्टम, ओके। अब इस सिस्टम का मैंने रूट लोकस देखना है, तो मैं कौन सी कमांड मैटलैब में यूज़ करती हूँ? मैं कमांड यूज़ करती हूँ RLOCS, रूट लोकस की कमांड। देन मैं लिखती हूँ सिस, मतलब सिस्टम रूट लोकस का, रूट लोकस सिस्टम। देन मेरा ये कोड हो चुका है कंप्लीट। अब हम इसको रन करते हैं। मैटलैब कुछ टाइम लेगा आउटपुट को शो करने के लिए। ये आप लोगों का ग्राफ आ गया, ठीक है। रूट लोकस का ग्राफ है, ये इमेजिनरी एक्सिस है, ये रियल एक्सिस है, यहाँ पर आपके पास ग्राफ रूट लोकस का शो हो रहा है, ये पोल्स हैं, ये पोल है, ये पोल है, ये ज़ीरो है, ये ज़ीरो है, ये ब्रांचेस हैं, ठीक है। और आप देख सकते हो प्लॉट जो है वो लेफ़्ट हैंड साइड पे है, ठीक है, ज़ीरो के बाद है, मतलब नेगेटिव एक्सिस पे, इट मीन्स लेफ़्ट हैंड साइड पे। तो जब आपका प्लॉट लेफ़्ट हैंड साइड पर होता है तो आपका सिस्टम क्या होता है, स्टेबल। सो दिस इज़ हाउ वी कैन परफॉर्म द एक्सपेरिमेंट ऑफ रूट लोकस ऑन MATLAB सॉफ्टवेयर।
Finally, the conclusion is here. Root locus analysis is a graphical method for examining how the roots of a system change with variation of certain parameters, commonly again within a feedback system. We have also learned the implementation of root locus analysis on NILabVIEW software. This is all from my side. You are welcome to ask any question related to this topic. Thank you very much for listening to me.